In the past couple of weeks, Foodie has completely flipped the script on the healthcare arc. Some speculate that this was the plan all along, but she's gone from wanting an apartment and weight loss surgery in Canada to wanting to just go back to Kuwait. In this video, we'll take a look at her clips from the last few days and summarize her thoughts on various subjects. But first, a reminder of how she landed back in Canada and what she had to say.
As you know, I've come to Canada in hopes of starting a weight loss surgery process. I would like to start by getting more information. But I want to share, I'm not going to say which clinic, weight loss or bariatric clinic I go with or whatever, but I'm going to share the process with you from beginning to finish, because it's, a lot of people have had it, and I like the idea of sharing experiences, with others. And that's the whole reason I would share a lot of struggles I've had in the past with certain things I've gone through, medical or whatever. So for those of you who don't know, weight loss surgery, I think gastric sleeve and Roux-en-Y gastric bypass are covered by universal healthcare here. I'm in Ontario, Canada. Now, the downfall with our healthcare system, it is universal, and the surgery is covered by that. So, the only thing is that there's a wait time.
So this week, here's what she had to say on the topic of returning to Kuwait instead of staying in Canada and getting an apartment.
Why are you leaving Canada sooner than expected? I wasn't leaving sooner than expected. Okay. Oh, yes, I am. Because I'm not going to get the surgery here. I'm just, I want to be I'm more depressed being away from my husband and my pets. So I have to go back. I can get healthcare there because I was getting treated for my diabetes there, so I can just continue that. And the pills are working. I'm such an idiot for not taking them regularly. Well, Blue Pot, I need to try not to need healthcare as much. So I need to really work on my health, No put-ins right now.
Now, on the topic of healthcare, one weird thing she talked about was getting glasses. Last week, she began her ER story with a bit about being at the eye doctor. At the end of that, she should have gotten a prescription for glasses. If not, she would have told us that everything was fine, right? Well, in this clip, she admits to not having ordered any glasses. So how is she driving around? Remember, in Kuwait, she said that she hasn't had an eye exam in over 15 years. That would explain all of the squinting.
Yeah, I need glasses. I forgot about that. I'm trying to look up some things, some places I think I'm going to order some cute, cheap frames. You know how you can get a bunch? I'm going to get a bunch of pairs. And yeah.
One thing I think Foodie could really benefit from is some diabetes education. Here she is talking about her blood sugar.
You know what though? Actually, my blood sugars have come down a lot. They're at 11 consistently right now because, I could be eating healthier. But at least 23 to 11 just from taking my meds. And I'd say most of the time I don't eat at night. I had a slip the other night, that's for sure. But yeah, 23 to 11, and I know I can get it down there. I want to get it down to 6 or 7. I'm being realistic,
What Foodie's not remembering correctly about all of this was that 23 was her reading when she presented at the ER, after eating that day. So a fasting blood sugar of 11 is not great. It's just about double what it should be, and Foodie would actually know this if she attended education sessions at a diabetic clinic. She can be referred to one for free by a walk-in clinic or urgent care clinic. Check out Kidney J's latest video for more on this. One of the biggest changes we've seen this week was her decision to abandon weight loss surgery. Now, as you listen to her, keep in mind that she's wrong. It doesn't take a 2-year wait to get weight loss surgery. In Canada, there are so many prerequisites that it could take up to 2 years to complete them all. So what she's saying, essentially, is that she doesn't want to go through all of that. Personally, I think this is actually a good decision for her. There's no way she could follow up on the post-op instructions.
I don't know. We're going to look into the weight loss surgery in Kuwait, imagine. Hi, Maggie. I don't know about that. We'll see how much it is. What's a slip? kind of a binge, I guess. Not like a full out binge, but like I had like half a bag of cheese popcorn. Yeah, I didn't eat that much compared to what I usually had. Because I felt like, okay, no more, you know? So, please don't do the surgery. I probably won't. um, I'm looking and just seeing out of curiosity, but we'll see.
Over the past couple of weeks, Foodie has been surprisingly secretive about her meals. She goes from wanting to do a food tour around Cornwall to just showing us pictures of Chinese food, or pretending like she just had soup. Pay attention in these next clips about Cornwall barbecue. She goes on and on about their hot chicken, but then pretends like she went there just for the barley soup. She did this in my last video about the restaurant too.
Now I want a hot chicken. A hot chicken? Okay, let me explain. It's 2 pieces of white Wonder bread, like white bread, the whitest bread you could find. Chicken meat, rotisserie chicken meat in the middle, and you just pour a whole bunch of brown gravy on it. And then some people put peas, but I'm not going to ever do that.
I decided to stop at my favorite soup place and get a hearty barley soup. Now this is completely vegetarian and I love mushing up that packet of crackers inside of it. Really good comfort food before I head out.
I'm gonna start eating my sandwich. Do you guys like hanging out? I feel like I'm boring, but I'm just gonna. I have a spare sandwich always, I told you. I wasn't lying about that. Wait. I look dead with no makeup. I know what you're thinking. Where's Mila?
So, is it just me, or does she seem a little embarrassed about pulling out that sandwich? It takes her a really long time to eat it too during this live. She doesn't just tuck in as usual. In my opinion, this could be a combination of things. First off, that sandwich is definitely not halal. She doesn't want to even admit it's from Tim Hortons. In just a couple of weeks, Foodie has gone from eating completely halal in Kuwait to not even trying to eat halal in Canada and only eating things that don't have pork. And did you notice that she said Bismillah as she took that first bite? Literally, through the first bite of food. I can't help but wonder if keeping up appearances is just getting too difficult for her. I find it very interesting that she abandoned abayas as soon as she could. She didn't even bring a single one to show her family. And yes, there are halal food options both in and around Cornwall. She could be doing taste test mukbangs or even bringing food back for her family. It's all pretty strange if you ask me. With a screen name like Foodie Beauty, with no food content, what do you have left?
Too much lettuce, but it's like a big leaf. Whoa! Okay, you can make fun of that because...
Going forward, it'll be interesting to see what Foodie does with her content. As for Salah, he's checking in regularly, keeping her all buttered up.
No, I'm shy. No, seriously, I'm blushing too hard. I don't want to show my face. Oh my god, I'm red! I could never hide when I'm... Like, my blushing is so bad. Babe, what